Louise Leister. I'm the past president of Florida Bonsai Societies and vice president of Kawa Bonsai Society. And this is my Japanese black pine. It's a bunjin style, which is a very old style. This is an old tree, and you can tell by the bark on it how it's starting to build plates up, which denotes age in a pine. Very minimalistic style, very feminine, originally started by the monks.
Hi, my name is Julie Trigg, Sarasota, Florida, and this is a strangler fig, Ficus aurora. That a hurricane came through in Sarasota in 2004. It had strangled out an Australian pine. My husband helped me chop it and bring it over. It was only like 500 feet from my house on the street. I brought it over, chopped it, and so I've had it since 2004.
Hi, I'm Phil Krieg. This is my Green Island, Ficus Green Island. It's my first tree and it's still alive. It's 11 years old, so I've been doing bonsai for about 11 years.
All right, I'm Mary Madison, and my specialty is buttonwood trees, and this tree I've had for over 30 years, and it has been through 2 hurricanes.
Hi, this is Ed Trout. I'm showing my Ficus microcarpa here. I've been working on it for 3 or 4 years now. It was originally started by a real dear friend of mine, Sutin Sukalo Visit, and I'm very proud to have it. It's being shown right now leaf pruned, and it looks just as good. This is a tree that was started by Joe Samuels in 1965. It's been in bonsai since then. I've had it till about 2 years ago, right, Ben? Maybe a year and a half ago.
Yep,
Mr. Ben Agresta bought it, and he's done an incredible job with the tree. I don't think it ever looked as good when I had it as it does right now. Congratulations.
You know, the trees of history are the trees of the coolestness. So a bonsai is just a bonsai, but when you're told that this was made as part of a learning lesson from an old master who's no longer here, this now has been in this pot for 52 years. You tell me how that ain't cool. That's bonsai.
Yep.
My name is Ben Agresta. This is my Portulacaria afra. If you call it a dwarf jade, we'll get angry with you. But please do join the Portulacaria afra study group on Facebook if you'd like to learn a lot about how to properly grow and train these. They're wonderful bonsai. Even though it's a succulent, it's a wonderful bonsai. An old coil container in an upright style. It just presents well, and I really love the tree. I've had it about 2 years. It looks happy, and I'm happy with it.
I'm Mike Rogers. This tree is a pond cypress that I originally started from an air layer about 25 years ago, and just been developing it ever since then.
I'm Blaine Johnson. This is a Brazilian Raintree. It's really a father-daughter tree because my daughter and I styled it at a workshop together, and it had no branches on the back side there, so she's threw up her hands like, what are we going to do with this? It's so ugly. I said, well, let's just tip it over here and wire this branch down and wire that branch up and see how it goes. And so together we've been working on this now for about 4 or 5 years.
Hi, I'm Reggie Perdue. This is my Raintree and my water jasmine. The Raintree comes from Jim Moody. We bought it back in the mid-90s, and I've been working on it ever since. The rod pots by Rob Adanazio. I made the stand. The tree here is from a cutting about 8 years, or from a seedling about 8 years ago. Sarah Rayner stand, and a piece of wood that I found on the side of the road made it a Jita.
Hi, this is Sandy Rosinski. I'm with Central Florida Bonsai Club. This is my Rhydia religiosa, also known as water jasmine. I've had it for at least 15 to 20 years. Don't remember exactly how I got it because I have so many and it's been so long, but it's one of my favorite trees. It has the most fantastic smell, as jasmine do, and everyone just loves the fragrance. It will completely fragrance the entire room. And everyone at Disney that's seen it, they get attracted to our booth because of the fragrance of this tree. It is just so awesome. And it has a teardrop blossom on it as opposed to just a normal blossom coming straight up. It goes straight down. And it was beautiful a week ago with hundreds of more blooms. It will bloom again this year, and it's just a wonderful tree. If you ever get a chance to own one, I highly recommend this tree.
Hi, I'm Bruce Hartman from Bonsai Society of Brevard in Melbourne, Florida. This is a Ficus Virtusa done in Banyan style. I purchased the tree when I lived in Miami in 2004. Started working on it then through the help of people like Joe Samuels and most of the crowd in Miami. When I purchased it, these two limbs here and here were vertical straight up like that. Over time, I bent them into a horizontal limb, and that's what produced the two sides. The top grew on its own. I reduced the tree by about 8 inches from its original height, and it's grown probably 60% bigger than when I purchased it. So, thank you.
I'm Maria Fordington. I'm a member of the Brevard, the Bonsai Society of Brevard, and I've had this tree for about 4 years. It was originally won in a raffle at the club where Jason Schley designed bonsais from his starters, and it's grown a lot. I've rewired it and trimmed it, and I just love the weeping style. So.
Hello, Kevin Richardson here, My Little World Bonsai. This is my exhibit. It's Chinese elms. I've had it in this pot now for about 6 years. I had the trees individually for about 15 years. And this one, the cascading raft, actually started out as an upright tree. Then I tried it as a cascade one time, and it just kept never fitting. So all of a sudden I decided to make a raft out of it, and there it is.
Hi, my name is Steve Gail. This is a Ficus salicaria, formerly known as a nerifolia. I've been growing these type of trees for 36 years, starting with a former or deceased master, Norm Nelson, who was a great teacher. This particular tree was started from a cutting 26 years ago from the original tree that's now 36 years old and still in my possession. It was left for 8 years in a huge tub just to grow and spread and get huge. And then 18 years ago, I cut it way down to about here, and I've been styling it as a bonsai ever since then for the past 18 years.
Okay, this is my Chinese elm, semi-cascading, may become a literati at some point in its life. It's been suggested, and I've had it about 10 years working on it, and it is a very cooperative tree that responds well to training.
And what is your name?
I'm Judy Gore.
My name is Art Sid, and this is a parrot's beak, or Gemelina. I've had this tree for about 7 years. It came from a workshop.
Hi, I'm Marty Rosen. I'm a member of Shofu Bonsai Society of Sarasota, and I'm exhibiting my dwarf crepe myrtle forest. I was very fortunate to have won the lottery. This tree was originally, the forest was originally designed by Peter T., who is a famous bonsai artist in California. Very, very proud to win it. It is approximately 3 years old that I've had it, and it has been commented upon by very many people that have seen it. And unusual, the leaves have an unusual red color, and it's something that I'm quite proud of and pretty easy to grow. So please come by, see our exhibit, and we have a permanent exhibit at Selby Gardens in Sarasota, which I think any bonsai enthusiast would be delighted to see.
This is Katherine Harris. This is my Parsons juniper. I've had it for about 6-7 years. It was originally a nursery stock tree that was styled at a Benoki workshop, and most recently styled with the help of Juan Andrade. Katherine Harris again, one of my favorite trees actually, this little Fukian tea. I've had that one for about 10 years. It was at least 3 times its height, and I just absolutely chopped it and have been trying to figure out a work on the top ever since.
My name's Joe Stumpf from Jacksonville, Florida. This tree is an Ilex Vomitoria, or it's a Nana variety. Collected about 10 years ago, been in training about 10 years. It's a Shohin tree in a blue ceramic pot, and it's done quite well up in Jacksonville. And the accent plant is a small, basically weed growing along the pond bank, which kind of fits the native theme of this display.
Hi, I'm Diane Lorber, and I'm a member of Central Florida Bonsai Club and the Kawa Bonsai Club. It's an Ilex shilling. I did it in a Central Florida Bonsai Club workshop that we did, Ilex workshop. And it's been in training for half a dozen or more years. And I just found that it's time. It was ready for show. And I love the pot with it because when it comes out, it comes out with the orange that complements with the pot.
Good afternoon. Bonsai Society of Florida Convention. This is a native Florida small tree display. Features cedar elm, which grows in the northern part of Florida, an Ilex shillings, a southern hackberry, buttonwood, and over here is a Florida elm. All these trees have distinctive trunks, and it's in sort of a non-traditional bonsai display. And then my favorite down here is this little divot that came from the Walt Disney World golf course. I hit a 7-iron into the green and kept a little divot, and it's been growing in that pot for 15 years. So that's it.